Day 2, Shogun taking on Uganda. Uganda have had some checkered results, losing earlier on to Nyati. And then in the second match, they played against KCB blowing them away 43-12. On the other hand, Shogun beating Nyati 26-12. And yesterday coming close, cutting it close in their victory against KCB. That one was 17-14. So in the grand scheme of things, Nyati and KCB in this pool that was wide open, Uganda need a big win here if they are to pull themselves back for that third position, best performing third team. Only 2 slots available for number 3s into the quarterfinals. So that is what Uganda are playing for here.
Yes,
Oscar, welcome back to the commentary.
Thank you, Elijah. You'd argue with 2 wins, Shogun have qualified for the quarterfinals. Well, that depends, I guess. There's still one more game, I guess.
Yeah, I think so. It's still a tight pool for them, but win this one and they are through. Because
I think they've won. I mean, they've gone through because KCB have won 2. Shogun have won 2.
Yeah, so basically now it's a matter of who goes top.
Correct.
Based on these next 2 games. And Shogun there on the receiving end, starting slowly here. Uganda quick off the blocks, scoring within a minute of this kickoff.
Shogun sometimes seems to start slow. But you know they will be coming back.
Oh yeah, they will be coming back. They will be coming back for sure. They have plenty in their ammunition. Those players, plenty of them turning out for the Spanish side or in the Spanish setup, including Moreno Manuel, number 4 that you'll see there, who's played in a couple of high-profile tournaments, including the India Premier League, and an offload there, hitting back immediately after conceding 5. Shogun meaning business, and you're right, starting slow but pulling themselves back into this one. A score there by Kanepa Noah. Kanepa Noah was also here last year, so he's quite familiar with this terrain.
Not only are they familiar with the Kenya Sevens environment, Shogun, they're a really decent Sevens outfit. Doesn't matter which players they put there. Terry Sands and his team just seem to find some of the best Sevens players around the world. That kickoff does not do them justice.
Yeah, just turning over possession to Uganda. And Uganda earlier on cut some few games close, but this one they have to fight for it. Shogun will not let them off easy here. They have to remain in contention. They have to remain in close contact with Shogun, because as we discussed earlier, when you're on the receiving end, you have to ensure that it's not something that you cannot work yourself back into. And halfway into this first half, Uganda doing well to contest, being in advantage on the territory. Line break there from Shogun and support, and he pins his ears, doesn't check around, not messing with that, just puts on the afterburners and goes all the way, scoring a second try for Shogun, courtesy of that line break at the 5-meter channel. Really nice clinical play from Shogun Rugby. That conversion is successful. So you see that line break, then good line there supporting, then just pumps his arms and feet and legs and goes all the way to score that try. coming courtesy of Frederick Jeremy. One of the few tries he scored in this tournament. Jeremy has been quiet on the scoreboard, finally getting himself there. And with ball in hand now, he shifts it quickly. An attempted intercept is not successful. Goes ball drifts into touch. It will be Uganda's ball in the line-out. Temperatures cooling down here.
Yeah, the European teams would be happy for this. I suspect some of the island teams as well wouldn't mind the cool temperatures, but again, with having played 3 games, does catch up on the fatigue. That looked tired, knock-on, but it wasn't. I think we gather there.
The advantage being played there for a high tackle, but Shogun want to make proper advantage of it, which is over now. Trying to offload into the channels, but there was a filter of Uganda defense into that. Still retained possession. Another advantage for a high shot. Uganda now just not disciplined in attack. Yeah, ref was still playing advantage.
Yes. A little bit embarrassing there. That knockout, sticking his eye off the ball.
Yeah, they elect to go for a scrum option, and they have all of the pitch to work with towards their right. This scrum just around the 5-meter channel, just almost the 5-meter channel. So time to show those 10-meter passes, 15-meter passes, especially off the left hand. Pick and go there, passes from the base of that scrum, and coming in from the wing, cutting through, then going back out, running on an S channel and going to score another try. Ponce Roberto, whichever it is, but Roberto just coming in from the wing there and then going back after doing the damage at the center of Uganda's defense.
Yeah, it depends on how you pronounce it. Could be Ponche as well.
Yeah, it could be Ponche.
That was a really nice play there, taking the ball hard up into the Uganda defense. I think it was Gareta George just going really high, and then with a switch there by Ponche Roberto, who just came around, cutting back in against the grain of defense, and some missed tackles here from the Uganda defense, easily allowing Ponche
kick off this penultimate match for day 2. Shogun taking on Uganda. Shogun just doing enough to stay ahead of Uganda 21-7. And Uganda will want to fight for that 3rd position, see if they can get themselves into contention. Darting back to the shorter side, and then making a meal of that breakdown by the referee. Referee penalizes and gives a sin bin to Uganda's player there for what seemed like offside play, and then just a couple of mistakes there. It's a high tackle. It's a high tackle, that high shot, and gets to cool his heels on the sin bin there. Shakim Sembusi, one of the most experienced players in the Uganda's team, having featured for the Uganda Cranes 15's men's side back in 2023. He's never donned the 7th shirt for Uganda. This is the first time finding the going rough in that set piece. Tap and go. Then they are carrying it to the wider channels, stepping back into contact. Jeremy, the try scorer, the first half, offloads, and Shogun, yeah, nice piece of offload in the tackle area there, looking for numbers out on their right. This one will be a stroll in the park, but good defense though, and doing it the hard way, Oscar.
Get to overwork that one with an overlap. I think he was confident enough that he has done enough to reach each other. That's another thing here. Just watch the Shogun play on the edge there. I think it was Jeremy took off to the edge of the field, and as soon as he reached the 5 meter, realized that he's running out of space, just cooled the jets very quickly, deliberate, quick stop there, bring the ball back, and all of a sudden it's offload after offload. They didn't have to go to a rack situation, and eventually looked like an easy overlap try from one end of the field. But the functional role's been done very well here. I think they took a rack, to be fair to them. And then in the end there, just a simple overlap. But Oye, Rose, and Rojo just making it a bit...
Yeah, preferring a wrestling match.
Yeah, making a meal out of that one, but it was a simple overlap in the end.
Yeah, you must learn how to recycle yourself in that 5 meter channel. Gives your team an opportunity to attack on the other further side of the pitch. But Uganda with ball here, stepping back in, carrying it strongly. Quick ball required here. Just drifts out to the left, passing it, coming in on a hard running angle, but they were not on the same page. Uganda reset. Just going back to go forward. The defense from Shogun holds strong. This one will be taken. Number 3 offside. Referee clear that he had warned him before. And Bozal Angel costing his team another penalty there. The referee clear that ball. It's a rack formed. No more contest. Oh, nice audacious dummy, and he's going all the way to score. Another try for Uganda, their second one. Give to Okorach.
Give to Okorach there, having a Sasha Feinberg Zulu moment. An audacious dummy that even the cameraman went across.
Yeah.
Only for him to come back, step on his left foot, and then going under the post. It's a good try, that one.
Oh, it is. Just look at that. Really threw that one, sold it full, and it was bought. Give to Okorach, finally getting himself onto the try scorers. It's been a while for him. He's the second top scorer. He just concluded Uganda National 7 circuit, so he has points in his arsenal there, finally getting to unleash it in the Safari Sevens. Nice restart. This one, if well contested, will be recovered, but Shogun doing well to survive that aerial contest. The referee communicating well here as they go along, attacking the further side of the pitch. Really nice first play here, and looking to offload there. Ball doesn't go to hand, but the third arriving player covers it, and Anton Legoburu has done well to keep the ball going. No sweeper, heads up rugby, puts it at the backyard, chases down his kick, recovers it, goes over to score. Very well worked out try from Rocarius Gabriel.
You know, just before that, Uganda had a super, was sweeping really, really deep. And then because the tackle at the end wasn't convincing, he forced the super to go up.
Yeah, he had to come up to plug that hole.
Yes, and unfortunately by doing that, then he left no super duties on the other end. Some teams, when the super goes up to one edge, the wing on the other side falls back, and then it comes to super. But in this case, that didn't happen. And therefore, he just looked up there, Gabriel, and then realized there's no one, then just simple kick and chase.
Yeah, and it normally goes down to role playing. Just identify where you are. The wingers should always know that the sweeper has come in to plug a hole. I have to fold and cover that sweeper role.
It's like the old school pendulum sort of structure.
Yes, it should be that way, but exposed there Uganda, and they have conceded 5 points there. Yeah, player just playing the ball when he was offside after the knock-on. Referee penalizing them. One of the few times you see a team going for touch in this day 2 of the Safari Sevens. Just probably looking at the scoreline 35-14 and deciding to work on their line-out moves. This is an attacking one for Shogun. Goes and recovers it. Nice play there from Shogun. The pass bouncing off the ground, recovered, and then the center just carrying it back. And a loop around move there from Lucarius Gabriel. Then tucking in the ball and going in close. Gift to Okorach going for the jackal.
Very well there.
Gift to Okorach benefiting from that, and the gap opens up in the Shogun's defense. Will he get there? No, just tackled by Gareta George. Still, Gift to Okorach recovers the loose ball. Then pressure moments here for Uganda. They turn over that ball, looking to keep the ball alive. He does, and now pins his ears. Almost. Uganda doing well just to continue having the ball, coming under serious pressure from Shogun in that defense. Shogun are penalized for playing man without ball. Though the hooter has sounded to conclude this match, Uganda want to close strongly because third position is up for grabs. Don't expect them to kick it out, but
expect Shogun to kick it out.
Yeah, they've had enough of that. Legoburu Anton kicking that one out to finish this match for both teams. Day 2 wrapped up, and that pool has been settled and decided.